All right, what's going on, everybody? So Thomas Mahler, or Mahler, depending on how he pronounces his last name, who is the CEO of Moon Studios, who made Ori and the Blind Forest, not to be confused with High Moon Studios, who made the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron games, which are really good games, by the way. But no, Moon Studios, who made Ori and the Blind Forest, their CEO came out and said that the Xbox Scorpio is going to be a full-blown next-gen machine, not like the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is a half-assed upgrade. So first of all, I'll say this, as I said in my last video, we know the Xbox Scorpio is going to be a more powerful machine than the PlayStation 4 Pro. No, everybody accepts that and nobody's denying that. What's unclear and what the speculation is right now is whether it's going to be significantly stronger or and better able to achieve 4K by a wider margin than the PlayStation 4 Pro, because we're getting reports that it's still going to use checkerboard rendering and still not going to be necessarily a 4K machine. So that conflicts with reports that we've gotten, like from Albert Pinello, that it's going to do 4K uncompromised and things like that. So, you know, there's a little bit of conflict there with what exactly this machine is going to be capable of. And the only thing I would say to a lot of these developers who have a close relationship with Microsoft, but not exactly Microsoft, not, you know, Microsoft themselves, is let Microsoft handle this, right? It's better that Microsoft undersells this thing. It's better to undersell and overperform than the reverse, because if you oversell this thing and you're not able to achieve it, they are going to rain down like tyranny on you. The media, gamers, everybody. If you can't perform, right? If you can't execute what you stated you were going to do, then yeah, you're going to face a lot of backlash from it. So it's better that they undersell this thing, and it's kind of too late for that because of based on the promises and claims of what they've said this thing is going to be able to do. So we still don't know if it's going to be really able to do 4K in most games, or even the average game. It seems like what they're really trying to accomplish is 4K in their first party games. And one of the biggest complaints that people are stating and like one of the huge drawbacks with the Scorpio is, even though it's clearly going to be the most popular console, people are stating it's not going to have any exclusives, which they're technically right about. But I would say I wouldn't be surprised if they kept Halo 6, which is inevitable, as an actual exclusive, right? I wouldn't be surprised for that, right? They need something to sell the Scorpio. Just being the most powerful machine isn't going to do it. I really feel you're going to need something like Halo 6 actually being exclusive to the Xbox platform. And if you can actually get that game in 4K native and the whole works actually uncompromised, then you've kind of proven yourself and proven this machine. One game isn't going to be enough, but at least that's something, right? And as far as this being a next-gen machine, I'm not even sure if Microsoft is going to market it as a next-gen machine. That's the other thing that's unclear. Is this going to be like, are they going to treat this as a machine that's in the same generation, in the same family as the Xbox One? Or is this actually the next generation? Like, is this really a next generation console, like past this generation already? I don't know. I don't feel like it is, because when I think of a next generation console, you think of a new launch. This is still going to be sharing the same library of games, so I can't really see that as I can't really see it as that when it's sharing the same library as the Xbox One. You know, when you think of a new launch of a console, you think of the new games that you can only play on that console, and that's not what it's going to be. So I don't really think it's a next-gen console. If anything, it technically should be what this gen should have been. what we would have liked in terms of power for this gen. So if you mean by a true next gen console, as in this generation and not the next one, sure, I guess. But I don't know, man. I personally really don't care because I got my PC, so I won't be getting a Scorpio regardless. I'm just really just sitting back and looking at all this entertainment, all this speculation. Microsoft is under a lot of pressure to deliver on this thing. They clearly are, and I don't envy them because the internet is and gamers are very unforgiving. But yeah, they got a lot on their plate to handle. I really don't. It's still gonna be hard to sell this thing because yeah, they don't have the exclusives, which is obviously a problem. This year is probably one of their weakest when it comes to software, and that happens to be the same year that you're launching your Xbox Scorpio. So it's not the greatest deal. You know, you got the hardware but not the software to support it. It's just a lot for them. But I'm just gonna sit back and watch the entertainment and watch these dudes, the internet, argue over the Scorpio and everything. And whether or not it has exclusives, that really only matters if you have a PC, right? If you don't have a PC, then all these other gamers, it's still technically an exclusive in their minds because they're getting a machine that's more powerful and it's gonna perform games better because they don't have a PC. So to them, it's still just as good in their minds, in their world. You know, it still applies. So I mean, let me know what y'all think about this. Honestly, I'm getting a little bit fatigued of talking about it. I just want to see the damn thing. I just want the final verdict on it. See what Digital Foundry has to say when the final product is out. And we gotta wait till we still in the beginning of the year. We got a whole like 11 months to go. And there's just gonna be more and more speculation. Even after E3, when we probably see it then, it's just gonna be more speculation, more talk. I'm kind of tired of talking about it, to be honest. But let me know what y'all think. Remember to like, share, subscribe, join notification gang, hit the button. Hit that little bell down there next to the subscribe button. I think those are all my thoughts on this. Yeah. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.